everybody there. My name's Greg Slone. This is my YouTube channel called Drum Power. Coming to you just about 10 minutes outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is my recording studio slash rehearsal space called the Atomic Room. And doing another video for CZ Customs, amazing custom drum company that I'm working with. Bill Spray is a master craftsman. This guy is, he can build furniture, he can make incredible, improvements to kitchen cabinets and countertops. He's unbelievable, and he's an amazing drum maker. Gets his shells right now from Nordic Shells, which are amazing shells if you've ever looked into them. He can order any kind of hardware you want to put on those shells. You can order any sizes of shells you want, of course. And the detail he can do with finish, with stains and paints, and in the case of my drums, combinations of stains and paints. There's like stain with some metallic paint, and then he also does a hand painting over top of the finishes on my drums that give them that shattered effect. But just wanted to introduce you to my newest kit. This is one that I'm obviously using for Floyd and the Walkmen in the Cincinnati area, which is a band that just an incredible band, a lot of fun. It does, we do a ton of weddings and private parties and, corporate events and things like that. And in the background, you can see the Joe Riley and the Hellhounds kit that was the first CZ Customs kit that I had made. And I did a video on that one. That one is bigger sizes. It's a 22-inch kick. It's 13-inch rack tom, a 16-inch floor tom, and a 14-inch snare, which is 6.5 inches deep. Now in this kit, which of course is a blue finish, I know the lighting is terrible in here, but I'm going to try to get up on these so you can see them a little bit better. But this is a 20-inch kick and a 13-inch rack tom. We have a 14-inch floor tom on this one, and this is a 14-inch but by 5.5 snare drum. Of course, I'm also using Saluda cymbals on this setup. I'll do another video for Saluda cymbals as well with these, because getting back over to this first kit, and this also has my set of Saluda cymbals, which I really love. Now, I'm going to kind of walk you around here. Of course, Joe Riley has tons of cool pedals here in the studio, but yeah, just to give you some insight into this gorgeous drum set by CZ Customs. That's what this video is about. I'm going to try to get this set back here. Now, those of you that subscribe to my channel or have seen any of my videos, I'm going to actually angle this a little more to the kit that I'm going to demonstrate. You all know that I don't do any special editing on these videos. This is why I'm speaking up louder right now, because I'm further from the iPad. I just don't, even though I'm in a recording studio, I just don't have the time in my schedule, at least right now, to put mics on all the drums and a mic on my voice and mix and edit all this stuff. So literally all of my videos, they come into you real and raw and unedited. In fact, if my beautiful wife Christy was not able to add script to these videos when necessary, and honestly even help me just post the stuff to YouTube, it wouldn't even get out to you guys. So I got to thank her for all her hard work. When I just film these things on my own when I have a chance, and then she'll go through them with me and help me post these things. But back to CZ Customs. awesome company. Bill Spray, founder and CEO. He's located in Corbin, Kentucky, which is near Cumberland Falls, if anybody's familiar with that area in Kentucky. But anyway, let's listen to these drums. We kind of already got a glimpse of them, although I apologize, the lighting is not great in this studio. Let's hear this 20-inch kick. Now this is only 14 inches deep, and I think he was really trying to push me a little more towards a 16-inch deep, 20-inch kick, but I wanted the 14-inch deep because some of the venues we play are small and tight quarters, and so I wanted to be back off just a couple of inches. Believe me, makes a huge difference when you have a keyboard player next to you, a bass player next to you, a guitar player, and a lead singer, and on some occasions we have another guitar player and a female singer and as many as 3 or 4 horns. So when we do those big band settings, the smaller this footprint, the better. So that's why I'm using just a 20-inch but 14-inch deep bass drum. 12-inch tom again, 14-inch floor tom, 14-inch snare is 5.5 deep. So let's listen to these. I'm going to turn the snares off first. This is the kick drum. Which I love. It's nice and punchy, which you would expect, but it's also got some depth. You can really hear it rings out when I want it to. Now if I really want to choke it off, I can smash that beater against the head, leave it there. If I want a little more resonance, I'll hit and release. So great sounding kick drum. 12-inch tom. Okay, 14-inch floor tom. And of course the 14-inch snare, 5.5 deep, snares off. Kind of play around like that, let you hear it a little bit. You'll notice because the Floyd gig requires me to play anything from jazz, straight up jazz standards, dinner music, to we'll play things as heavy as Nirvana and Led Zeppelin and things of that nature. These toms are tuned up just a little bit, more so than I would use for the Joe Riley music, but not crazy high pitched like if I were playing straight up jazz, but it's kind of an in-between. These are kind of mid-high, and snare is also up a little bit in pitch, but I'll just play around with these with snares off just so you can hear, and then we'll go around with snares on, because as we all know, when snares are on, it even changes what's going on with the toms and the kick. All right, well, here we go. Now let's get snares on and listen to all these drums. So first the kick. Okay, 12-inch tom. 14-inch floor. And of course our snare. Let's play a little bit with the snares on. you a good idea on how explosive this little drum set really is. I hope it's coming across that way. Again, I never know until after I've recorded these on my iPad and then give them a listen then. But I just try to make it as real and raw as possible. There's no microphones on this. There's no studio effects. This is what, if you walked in this room, this is what you're getting with this drum set. And wow, do they have a range of tuning capability. When I first got them, I just tuned them as low as I could just to see could I get them anywhere close to the depth I have on the CZ Custom kit that I use for the Joe Riley Hellhounds thing. And I could get it pretty close, pretty close with the obvious differences, 22-inch kick versus a 20. But the tuning range was very, very similar, and this kick sounded great. The same thing with this 12-inch tom versus a 13-inch. Very, very close, very, very similar. It still had great bite and depth to it. 16-inch floor compared to the 14-inch floor. That was the hardest one to get closer. As we all know, floor toms can be difficult. Once this got to the pitch of the 16, it almost got, that kind of slappy sound where the heads are just a bit too loose on it. But I could get it close, and I couldn't get it to the same pitch, but very, very close. And then tuning these up, I tune them way bright for like a jazz situation. I mean, perfect for something like that. And then, as they're tuned right now, it's exactly what I need for a gig like the Floyd and the Walkman thing, which is, again, we're covering everything from jazz to loud, hard rock, just all the 90s stuff that was big. And, we do some of the 2000s rock and stuff as well, but most of the new stuff we do is the danceable stuff and the funk stuff and things like that, because we bring in horns and all that kind of thing. But this drum set is going to hold up great. Anyway, if you want to get information on these drums, or if you want to, get in touch with Bill Spray, I'll put his information in this video, like his email and a phone number for his company and everything. CZ Customs. Their website is czcustomsusa.com, and amazing drums. So hopefully you can, get in touch with him. At least I recommend get started with a snare drum. It's custom, everybody. It's custom. So you tell him any kind of shell size you want, any kind of wood that you would like the shell to be, the guy can get it. Hardware, you have any special, like my snare drums, I special requested the tone control on the inside of the snares. And nobody does that on wood drums. I mean, you just don't see it unless it's a very old drum from, 50s or 60s. Sometimes you'll see the tone controls in a wooden drum. But here it is. This is a wooden drum, and you can see that tone control pad. And I just love having those because in an instant, without putting tape on my drums or, the sticky moon gel stuff or whatever, I can just quickly dial in a little more dampening or a little less dampening based on the room and based on the situation I need. So that was a personal custom touch that I asked for, and he even was like, well, I mean, I've never seen one done on a wooden drum. I've never done one, and he did it. He did it on both my snares. Both my 6.5 snare and my 5.5 snare both have the tone control on them. And I love them. Hoops will get you the kind of hoops you want. And more importantly, the most important thing I think that you get from CZ Customs that you're not going to get anywhere else unless you pay a lot of money for it, is a custom finish. So there is only one drum set in the world with this finish on it, and you're looking at it. This is a like a sapphire blue stain over the maple shell, okay? Sapphire blue stain with metallic paint mixed in with it. So it's definitely not going to show up on this video in this lighting, but if stage lights were on this or we were outside, you would see the metallic sparkle coming off of this, and it's beautiful, believe me. So it's that sapphire blue stain with metallic paint mixed in with it, and then on top of that, he hand painted this shattering effect with a silver metallic paint. And then, of course, I want my signature on these for a couple of reasons. One, it's my signature line, exactly my custom thing, the way I want it to be. And two, if I'm playing on gigs, I don't want any questions asked. This is my drum set. It's got my name on every single drum. Greg Slone, right there on the shell. So what I did is I signed those shells, and then he clear coated over top of everything. And it's there forever, and it's beautiful. Even he did the custom heads for me on both drum sets. He did the Joe Riley Hellhounds head, and he did the Floyd and the Walkman head. He of course sent that out to another company to do, but he asked me what I wanted. I told him, send him the artwork. He takes care of that for you. And the heads that are on the drums, it's what you want. I happen to be using, on both drum sets, I'm using the coated, vintage coated Emperor by Remo. Okay, so it's the Emperor vintage coated drum heads by Remo. That is on the batter side of all of my drums, floor tom, toms, and snare drums. On the resonant side, I'm using clear Ambassadors by Remo. Okay, and then on the kick drums, these Remos, they're the clear Power Stroke, I believe it's Power Stroke 4, but Bill can correct me on that. It's too dark in here for me to see. But they're Power Stroke Remo heads, the clear. And then on the front heads, of course, I had the custom artwork done for that. And they are just amazing looking and amazing sounding. I can't say enough about CZ Custom drums. I'll leave you with a little bit more of this drum set so you can hear it. And then hopefully you get in touch with Bill. I know he is going to have a couple of booths in Nashville. I want to say it's July 20th and 21st at the Music City Drum Show in Nashville. And I will be there. I will be there. So please, if you're there, come on out, see the CZ Custom drums, come say hi to myself, come say hi to Bill Spray. Let's play for you just a little bit more, play our way out, and let you hear these beautiful drums one more time. Thanks for checking this out. You guys take care of each other. Please like and subscribe and share my YouTube channel here, Drum Power. You guys keep rocking.